Hello everyone, it's Dean here from Our Gaming, and today we're going to be drafting Theros Beyond Death. It's been a great set so far. We've had very good fortune with the best of three, not so good with the best of one, but hopefully we're going to be able to turn that around for you today. And yeah, let's see what we open in pack one. So, a couple of very notable cards from the off in terms of the commons. Scoffrost War Leader. It's been so for us, but actually, you know, it's been able to get in that kind of, due to its menace, those final points of damage. Maya's Grasp, exceptional removal spell, but the card that we're going to be taking in pack one, pick one, is the rare, the first of our own games. It just allows us to hit him with a very kind of tough, powerful creature on turn 5, and it can oftentimes cause a lot of issues for our opponents. Green's also a decent colour. Lots of white in this pack as well, so hopefully we can pick some of that and make a nice little deck. Excellent. So Commanding Presence is a very good card that we want to be playing with. It creates those 1/1s, especially if we can pop it on a flyer. It would have been nice to grab a Dreadful Apathy or a Wanderer as well, but I think we can't really be passing Commanding Presence. It's just such a powerful card, and we always regret not grabbing them when we do kind of pass them by. Okay, so it could be nice if we are in this sort of green-white deck to be picking Siona. Dawn Evangel is okay, but we can only get a creature of converted mana cost 2 or less back, so it's never the best card. It's nice to grab something such as a Wayfarer, but in my experience, the Wayfarers, the bots haven't been picking it, and it tends to come round quite often. So here, I'm happy to be picking Siona and try and establish myself in these colours. Okay, so not an exceptional pack for anybody. Potentially the best card here is going to be the Venomous Hierophant, but for me, I'm going to be taking the Omen of the Hunt. We get to ramp with that land card, and it's a nice little flash, so it allows us to represent something for our opponents and then use it on their turn. Second Commanding Presence, beautiful. It would be great to be putting this on a Favour of the Ryorus, but our time will come. Second Commanding Presence is going to be excellent here, and look at that. The Favour of the Ryorus came round. The second one, if the other one wheels, we'll be very happy about that. The deck is looking very strong. Okay, so again, a very weak pack. Hopefully, the bots are able to take something of note. I'm going to grab the Transcendent Envoy here. Start to build up some of our early game. And again, nothing too much. Perhaps grab the Corsair. Just as a little bit of bulk, it might be something that we end up cutting. Flicker of Fate. Now, Flicker of Fate would be great with the our own games. It would be great with Omen of the Hunt. That's interesting, but I think picking up Sentinel's Eyes and just moving on is what we want to be doing here. Sentinel's Eyes, it allows us in kind of white-green to make the use of our graveyard, and look at that, a Flicker of Fate came round. We're getting everything that we want, as well as a Wayfarer. Told you, the bots just do not pick them. Okay, Omen of the Sun, create those creatures, have some scry. Familiar, yeah, we're not really looking to be playing a familiar. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Erebos' Intervention. It's a very nice card if you're in black. But for us, we have a choice between Banishing Light and Archon of the Falling Stars. Now, for me, this is a very tricky one. Archon of the Falling Stars is great in the air, but we would be passing up one of their better sort of removal spells. And I always say go for the removal spells where possible. So I think, although having said that, we don't have that many creatures. Let's go for the Archon in this kind of rare case, just to make sure we do have that power in the air. So here it's a choice between Daxos, the Lyre, or the Chimera. There's a Wayfarer as well. The Wayfarer is probably going to come round. Here, although I would like the Lyre, I think for me it's going to be Daxos. Get that life, and you know, we're going to be a heavy white deck, so it's going to be quite difficult to kill. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay. Now this is interesting. This would be really nice on the splash. We don't really want a second Sentinel's Eyes. Karametra's Blessing is certainly playable. I'm not too sure what the draft's going to end up like, so I might just take the Utopia, pop it into the sideboard, and see if there is any scope for playing it. Of course, it's not the end of the world if we don't end up playing it. Here, it's a nice little Pegasus, gives us that flying. Remember, we want to be flying with this deck. Second Envoy. Over the Indomitable Will? I think so. Okay. So, options of a second Daxos. We don't really always need a second Daxos, but it would be nice to use a Helios Pilgrim to search out these commanding presences. So I think I'm going to go there. We're very heavy on the 3-drop slot. Okay. So the Wings or the Glory Bearers? Let's go for the Glory Bearers. Phalanx Tactics. Okay, so nothing for us here. Just grab a green card just in case we do end up playing green. Second Flicker. Sentinel's Eyes number 2 came round. Sea Guard. Okay. So the opportunity to splash blue as well doesn't really seem to be kind of that effective. It doesn't really seem to be coming round. Phoenix of the Ash is a nice pickup, but realistically we're not playing this, are we? I mean, we are a very strong mono white deck at the minute. I think the green that we are playing is enough. It is worth it. So perhaps we don't worry too much. Return to nature. Let's see how many creatures we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures. We possibly do need more, but return to nature might be nice, especially if we come up with any sort of against any dreadful apathies or the like. Okay, so I'm a little bit better off now. Happy to pick up this Brawler. It's a nice little removal spell and some good late game. And what's notable? Oh, actually, Fallen Stars is nice. We have got the Omen of the Hunt to search out that blue. So could we potentially play this and perhaps splash in the Omen of the Stars? Now that is interesting. It's a nice little bit of removal. But we don't have that much recursion from the graveyard, so perhaps we should be looking for the Chimera. Interesting. I think we do. We don't need to be splashing too much. Second Band Brawler. Happy with that. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Second Siona. Do I want 2 of them? Perhaps not. Maybe I want the training instead. Okay. Leonin isn't really what I need. I'm happy to take out the Triumphant Surge. Okay. This deck is really coming together. Hydra's Growth? Not a second Hydra's Growth for me, but I am going to take the Wayfarer. I always like to have a couple. Traveller's Amulet. Okay, look at this. The deck is coming together well. The Warden. Okay, Phalanx Tactics. We're probably not going to be playing the first one, let alone the second one. Beautiful. Look at this deck. Very happy with it. Okay, let's see what we have. We have 17 creatures, 14 other. So, I feel... Traveller's Amulet and an Omen. I think we can perhaps knock this down to 2 islands. So we've got kind of like... We've got 4 sources really, haven't we? Okay. What... We get rid of 1 Sentinel's Eyes. Avoid Flicker of Fate. Phalanx Tactics can go. Favoured. Pilgrim. Corsair can go. 16. Omen of the Sun can go. Hydra's Growth, Omen of the Hunt, Aurora's Games, Commanding Presence, Pegasus Bearers, Archon. So I'm looking to make two cuts. Flicker of Fate. Now, what do we get with Flicker of Fate? So I guess we can flicker the Pilgrim. That's a nice little synergy. So the Wardens or the Chimera for me. I think I cut the Wardens. Although it is a nice little bit of life gain, Chimera gives us something to do, and hopefully if we make it big enough, you know. Okay, so I don't really want to be cutting too many more creatures, but I do need to make one more cut. I am conscious of that. Sentinel's Eyes. Flicker or Return to Nature. Return to Nature just does so much. The Exile, the Artifact if we have anything, but the enchantments, you know, it could take out a huge creature. Stasian Training, it's a nice little bit of, you know, we get to draw a card with it. Omen of the Hunt probably is, Hydra's Growth probably is the weakest. But can you imagine popping Hydra's Growth on a Transient Envoy turn 3 and you just start hitting in for big game every turn? This is interesting. Maybe I just play with 42 cards. I'm honestly not sure what the cut here would be. Probably Flicker, right? Probably Flicker, but having said that, if I flicker the Pilgrim, it makes up for the fact I've got enough cards in because I'm actually using that card to get another card out of my graveyard. I am out of my library. It does feel a bit greedy. It does, in all honesty, but let's play out the first game and see where we go and whether any changes need to be made. I mean, it's probably a big ask us splashing for the Utopia, but it's just a really nice card, and the fact that we get flying. Okay, so we'll call this Utro Splash. Oh. Select. Okay, Utro Splash, 42 cards, and that looks good. So for those of you watching on YouTube, please consider watching us on Twitch drafting live. We draft most days. You can find us at r_gaming, and for those of you watching on Twitch, make sure to check out our YouTube channel at rgaming. So yeah, always useful to see you stop by. Okay, so we're going to jump in for the first game. Nebula. Okay, so I'm kind of happy to get the ball going here. Now, Traveler's Amulet. So I've kind of got to be using the Traveler's Amulet to get a green here, haven't I? Devour of Memory. That's nice. Okay, so we can play this out and crack this for a green. Beautiful. Next. Okay. That's a decent card for Oppo. We're a little bit on the back foot here, but I'm sure we can gain grounds. Wow, we whiffed. Nice. Okay, so I'm not looking to trade anything off here specifically. Although that changes things. No blocks. So they get to draw that card. That's fine. I'm going to attach on Sentinel's Eyes here. Create that 1/1. Go in for 3. And before they start their turn, just in case they have a counter spell. Actually, no. I'm not. I'm gonna take the option for them to. Okay, so that's the Eidolon. We're gonna cast the Flicker of Fate on the Reflection. So this is activation, which is open. So we get a little 2-for-1 there, which is nice. And then Oppo is probably going to start going in with a Devour Memory. Going in for 3 a turn. And so for me, this is nice. Does this give us, this doesn't give us lifelink, does it? So, So here I think I do need to get down the Pegasus. Purely because I need to start gaining life. And if I pop the Commanding Presence on it, that's going to be nice. That's going to be really nice. That'll be a 5/6 flyer. That could have been their splash, you know. Staggering Insight and that. Okay, so Hydra's Growth as well. So let's pop on the Commanding Presence on here. Create that 1/1. And we go in. We're going for 4 with lifelink. Nice. Create that 1/1 again. So now we're really shoring up the board here. That's not so good. Oppo gets status for 5. They have enough there. I'm gonna block with these. It's not what I really want to do, but okay, so is there a way for me to get rid of that? There is, but I need another green mana. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast the Hydra's Growth on the Pegasus. Create that 1/1. And really have the opportunity to kind of start to build back here. Creating that soldier. So I'm playing that just so I can keep another activation up for here. So Oppo can't really afford to attack him with anything else because I just use lifelink again. So Oppo is really getting there with that. This is going to be a potentially huge turn. Can't block, of course. First strike damage for me. Create that 1/1. Pass. Final death on the Pegasus. Oh no, they're bringing the charger back. That's fine. Okay, so hopefully we get a green here. That would be awesome. We don't. We get the Wayfarer though. Okay, so cast those. Go in for damage. Staying alive here. And now Oppo has to deal with the Pegasus, or they lose. It's a very tight game. First for meaning. 3 cards, surely you've got your final death with that. Give them the GG. They either have it or they don't. They had something. It was good enough. Now I need to get a green this turn. This is interesting. Let's just chump one of these. That's a shame. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. And I kind of need to keep that activation up. Okay. Oppo's got the win here. All they need to do is pump that twice, Staggering Insight. Wow, they had a second one. And just look how powerful that card is. So they don't have to go in. If they go in with more than one creature, give them the GGs. and we pass the turn, and we just carry on. I mean, we needed the other green to cast the Brawler. We did have an out, but there's first for meaning. It drew them into the Stern Dismissal. No hard feelings there. I think we were there, weren't we? We were one turn away from getting that win. So let's keep playing, and hopefully the deck can turn itself around. Okay. It's okay, I guess. We get all of our colours, which is a plus. And the majority of our cards are quite low mana, so chances are we are going to draw into them. So let's see. So play out the white. Hopefully Oppo doesn't have a very quick start. We've got a Wayfarer though. Sadly. Okay. Come on, Oppo, it's turn 2. Either play your Daxos or play your Indomitable Will. That's all you need to do here. Sentinel's Eyes, perhaps? Second Wayfarer. Sentinel's Eyes. Okay. Oppo seemed to make that a lot harder work than I think it actually was. That's a good drop for us, Eutropia. So let's see if they... This is interesting actually, because they could buff their creatures in a way whereby Triumphant Surge will do some work here. So the course is nice. I think Oppo might be playing on a laptop. Okay, well I'm not blocking that. So we do have all of our mana, but it's not good. It's not good at all. The Envoy. Pass to attack. Best possible outcome for us there, in all honesty. Gain that 3 life. Wow. It's a lovely little flood here, isn't it? Do you reckon Oppo is going to try and double block? I mean, I can't imagine them double blocking with both the Wayfarers. Nah. Don't think. I think that would have been a bit. I think that would have been a bit risky, in all honesty. Let's see what they try and do here. Hopefully, they try and cast something on the Envoy. Daxos. Cast it on the Envoy. Cast it on the Envoy. Go on. Beautiful. Pass to attackers. And I am more than happy to destroy this enchantment. Some very poor use of the Wayfarers here by Oppo. And yeah, so this isn't good for me, but let's play out the Van Brawler. Let's take out Daxos. And yeah, no attacks. I mean, and surely with 8 mana in with 8 mana in the first 12 cards, surely we need to start to be drawing into some nice enchantments to get us home. Okay, so let us. So they'd need to double block, in all honesty, wouldn't they? Let me kind of go in. Doesn't draw us a card though, does it? It just gets us... Okay. So I think I'm happy to play the planes and go in with the Brawler. And pass the turn. So now we get to play out the Omen, hopefully eat something here. Transcendent Envoy. Okay, so we can't do what we want to do. Oppo really is putting all their eggs in one basket. And they didn't use... That's interesting. They didn't use the Vigilance. Okay, I think Oppo might be relatively new because they missed a few little tricks there, but that's fine. Search for a basic land. We're gonna grab a plains here. Crack this before our turn. Pegasus is okay. Not massively happy about it, but okay. So they would need to triple block. Realistically, we haven't got anything, so let's attack him with this. So they're deciding they're blockers. They decide not to block. Probably for the best. And now we can go in. Starting to draw into better things. Did I remember bottoming a land there? Wow, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So only 7 out of our 27. Okay. Nice, yeah. That's not exactly what we wanted to see there. Oh yeah, to get to pump them up. Go for the Pegasus, get that life gain. Oppo's doing everything right now, which is annoying. There we go. They got the activation properly that time. Okay, and now actually we do have a problem. We do have a problem. Wayfarer's not good enough for us. Not good enough for all. I think we need to offer up. I think we need to offer up both the Utopia and the Brawler. Or at least offer up the Utopia. Try and trade with the Pegasus. Pegasus will kill us. This is a desperation move now. Oppo. We did so well at the start just to get rid of some of their big threats, but now I feel we've tailed off quite a lot. If Oppo has a big enchantment like a Commanding Presence, I think we lose outright. Okay, second Pegasus, 2 turn clock. I mean, we can't really do anything here at all. Painful, painful. Archon of the Falling Stars. Okay, so when it dies. Let's send in the Brawler. Just try and get a little bit of punishment down. Oppo's just not having any of it. Funeral rites. Okay. So it looks like Oppo might have drawn into some gas here. They might take the turn off to sort of recoup for next turn. It's fair enough. Okay, so they didn't. Wow. Okay, so Oppo definitely has some sort of ultra block going on here. So when this dies, return an enchantment card. I don't think I've got an enchantment card. Oh, I've got the Omen. Phalanx Tactics. Okay. Oppo works in mysterious ways. So I need to draw an enchantment now. Or I lose. That's more or less an enchantment. Have I got anything for double green? I don't think so. Take action. Commanding Presence. It doesn't give us life gain, does it? It doesn't give us life gain. It's Tessian Training. In fact, yeah, we don't really have anything that gives us life gain. Let's go for this Tessian Training and just try and draw into something else. Can I play this? Yeah. So Tessian Training on the Actually, do I have a win here? 3, 7. No, I don't, do I? Let's pop this down on the brawler. On the brawler. Yeah, this guy, I guess. Interesting. So I could pop this down. So I've got 4, 10 with trample. So they have to block that realistically. This is interesting. So do I then go for a constellation here and also here? So what's this damage for? So if they block this, that's 13. Realistically though, I still can't win next turn, right? So I need to just attack him with all and hope they make a mistake. Yeah, Oppo got it. GG. Drats. No qualms, no qualms. Okay, and that's 2 losses, and that's not good for us. We do really want to. Yeah, I'm not too sure why the deck faltered there. Again, an exceptional starting hand here. We're going to keep. We're going to start off with the planes. Gives us an option about Daxos. Okay, so we're there. So we're going to go straight into the Utopia. Great to see. So now we've got lots and lots of options here. Possibly I'm going to. Depends what Oppo does here. They might go for the Maya's Grasp. Soul Reaper is good for us. So here I'm going to play out the Wayfarer and cast the Tessian Training on the Utopia, drawing that card, giving it a little bit of a boost. And here I'm actually going to play this on the Wayfarer just to start to bolster it somewhat. Draw that island. and we attack him on the ground with trample. Now we have the commanding presence next, which is going to be exceptional in all honesty. Okay, so that's actually pointless because we are going to be going in with enough creatures to deal some really heavy damage. So we're going to go for the commanding presence on the Wayfarer. Utopia is obviously the card which Oppo will want to try and get through the most. Okay, so remember this has got trample. We're attacking him with 2. So this is how the deck should be functioning. But of course it's just not. Which is very, very annoying. Okay, so Glory Bearers is going to be exceptional for us next time. It will up. Okay, so that's fine. Okay. So what do we realistically want to do here? So I think actually we just play out the Glory Bearers. We give this +1. We make it fly. We give it all the good things in life. And we just attack him with it. Boom. That's what the deck should be doing. Okay. That's what we hoped for. Currently it's not been performing to that skill. So let's try and win the next, I don't know, 3 games. You know, I did see this as being a lot better deck in all honesty. But let's try and win the next 3 games. Try and get us up to that 4 win, and I think I will be. I won't be ecstatic, but you know, it's fair enough. It gets us back into the swing of things with best of 1, especially seeing as we've not been playing our best. Must admit that. Okay. For me, this isn't really a keep. We've got these 2 cards which we can't be playing. A lot better, maybe. Let's pop the Archon away. Go for the Traveler's Amulet. Play that out. So, Transcendent Envoy is certainly going to be the next card that we play out. What's Oppo got? Oppo's got the Temple Thief. Okay. We can deal with that. So then I think we're going to go straight for the Favored Theros. And we can start thinking about... okay, Statue Champion. That's not so good for us. It's a very strong card. Okay, so Favored Theros. And let's go in just for 1. Start chipping away. Sentinel's Eyes next turn. Again on the Favoured. And then we can crack the Traveller's Amulet as well. Whilst we're here. Warbride's Blessing. It's a... no, because this activates, doesn't it? Yeah. I was going to say, it's a little bit wasteful, but Oppo knew what they were doing there. Okay, so they're going for 4, and I need to start drawing into a little bit of gas here. That'll do. That will do indeed. Boom. 4 in the air. Vigilance. Create a creature. Gives him something to chump the Statue Champion with. It can get big as long as it doesn't get trample. But obviously now the Transcendent Envoy becomes a prime target. Soul Reaper. That's positive for us. see what they decide to do. Timuret. Okay. So quite a strong... That's an easy chump for me. Preserve that life. Beautiful. Yeah, I think we've got to go for this. Siona. Wow, we whiffed. Out of all the cards in our deck. No qualms. Got to do what you've got to do. We're going to go and grab a forest. Play it out. And we go in with the Envoy. Generate that token. And pass to Oppo. Okay. So a final death here would be Curtains for us, in all honesty. That buys them a turn. Happy to trade these two off. Ah. Activation, all the good things. Oppo's got to... no, I can't really, I mean... So it's good in terms that they... I don't get a... I don't create a soldier next turn. Okay. So, I'm happy to trade these two off. And happy just to chump with that. That could be a problem if they start to lump stuff onto it. Beautiful. Flicker of Fate. Flicker of Fate is really, really nice for us here. So we're going to go in with the Envoy. Hopefully take down the Wardens. I wonder if they're just going to let me have it, though. No. No. Okay, that's fine. That's all good. First strike. It's a shame this hasn't got lifelink at the minute. I'd be winning all the things. Omen of the Dead. What are they going to get back? They've got to get back the Maze Warden, right? I assume. Okay. So that's fine. Draw a card. So what I'm going to do when they attack in is get rid of the Cetesian Champion. Maze Warden. Let's see if I can get them to attack him with anything else. Horn Beetle. Okay, so I'm going to do the Flicker now, just so the Horn Beetle doesn't start to grow. Oppo can't believe it. They're shocked. But, having said that, there is a slight problem in that Oppo's got considerably more creatures than I have. Timuret to get rid of Siona and the Favoured, gain 2 life for them. But Oppo, in all honesty, I don't think you can attack him. Please correct me if I'm wrong, though. Okay. Now this is good. Cetesian Training on the Envoy. It allows us to draw a card. And next turn, we do have the Archon. So the Wardens won't do anything there, and we create a blocker. Always nice. First strike, flying, vigilance, trample. It's only a little griffin. Oppo is, I would say, desperately trying to get their final death. They perhaps should have cracked Omen of the Dead on their upkeep. Perhaps. What would that have been? 4, 5, 6, 7. There'd have been one shy. Hydra's Growth. Okay. That is a problem. That is a problem. We could be going out of here with 3 losses. Not ideal. This deck's really good. This deck is really good. But Oppo's got to do their thing. Okay, so the Thessian champion grew exponentially there. That was a good turn for them. Are they going to attack it? I don't think they can. Awful for us. Absolutely awful. Yeah, it's really not good enough there. I mean, it does do a job. Creates a blocker. So we've got a little bit of a board stall now. But still. Omen of the Dead? No, surely not. Don't cast Omen of the Dead just to get a Temple Thief. Wow. Okay. Okay. And end the turn. That flicker would have been great here actually, but I couldn't really keep the Thessian champion at bay all that time. I thought I had the Warden's beat. Warbriar Blessing. Nice. And I think, everyone, that is it. They're going to play the Warbriar Blessing on the champion. It'll buff it up to a 5/9. And they will take out the Envoy very easily. I think it's too little too late for us now. And I think I'm going to call that a day. Sadly, it wasn't meant to be this morning. Thank you very much for everybody that has tuned in. It's always great to get the feedback. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you check out our YouTube at Our Gaming. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, sorry it's not been the best display for you, but make sure you connect with us on Twitch at @r_Dean. Too little too late. Thessian champion, what a winner for them. Thank you very much everyone. I hope to catch you again soon.